One of maybe the best movie that's come out in theaters in the last 5-10 years, Dune 2, is now officially, they had their advanced fan screening, but as of last night, boom, it's official. Bunch of you guys, I'm sure, probably went to go see it already. It's in theaters. Audiences are out enjoying it, all that kind of stuff. The question that we have had, now that we know the reaction to it, I think right now, both the critic and the audience scores, I think, are both at 95, 94, 95, 96, something like that. Now that we know the movie's great, how is it going to do? And that's kind of become the next topic of debate. Will it make $60 million? Remember, the first one made $40 million on its opening weekend. There's a few caveats with that, but still open to $40 million last one. Will it make 60? Will it make 70? We've heard projections saying probably 80. We've heard high end 90. Some folks like Rob are saying, and some of you guys are saying, it's going to be over $100 million. Well, now we've got a little bit of sense of the pace that it's on, because according to Deadline, the opening night has made $12 million, which exceeds that of Oppenheimer. It exceeds that of Oppenheimer. Now, if you want to then try to chart a trajectory from that, Oppenheimer ended up making it. I think it made $10 million in its official preview, and it ended up making, Ray, you can double check this for me, but I think it's $83 million. I think that's what Oppenheimer made on its opening weekend. So with Dune Part 2, its previews exceeding that. What did Oppenheimer make opening weekend?
The opening was $82 million.
So $82 million, which is kind of where some people have been projecting. My guess was it's going to make about 80. So it actually exceeded what Oppenheimer did. So are we looking at that $80 million, maybe $90 million opening? Now, there's still some people telling me that they really believe that it's going to make way more than that. And let's go to a bit of a ticket watch here. So if I go to my AMC thing right now, and sure enough, this is for tonight at the AMC Tyler Galleria out here where I live. If I go to a 6 p.m. IMAX showing, what do we got here? Obviously you don't count the front rows, but pretty much just single seats available left. Okay, that's cool. But that's that. And I think if I go to the Dolby screen, go to 7 p.m., it's probably going to be mostly full. Yep, we got some single seats other than the front row that are available, but pretty much getting just sold out there. But here's the problem. If you go to a regular theater in the AMC, like not Dolby, not IMAX, and let's check a 7:15 screening. And we've got about 10, 15 tickets sold. Again, this means I think it's on track for that 80 to 90. I don't know. Like some people are throwing out the number of $120 million. I just don't see that. I hope it does. Fingers crossed. But I think, Chris, at this number that we just saw, that 12 million in previews, that also included the advanced preview, but that then takes people who would have gone opening night anyway. So you're talking about 12 million. Oppenheimer as our kind of bar.
Sure.
Got about that, a little under, about 10 million, and it went on to make $82 million opening weekend. Seeing what we've seen, hearing the buzz that we've heard, where do you think right now, if you had to guess how much Dune 2 is going to be making officially in its opening weekend, where would you put that number now?
I'd put it in that 100 mil number. I'd put it over there.
You think it's going to get to the 100 mil too?
Especially with Oppenheimer kind of as your base, like your litmus test, right? Because so much of that was also, hey, go see it in IMAX. And Dune definitely has that going for it. Most of the people I know who are wanting to see it again are going to go see it the second time in IMAX, the third time in IMAX. Your wife is going to make sure this movie crosses that threshold.
Oh, yeah. If she's seen it twice already, she's going again tonight.
Yeah. I'm going to go, I think, on Sunday. I'm looking forward to seeing it because everyone keeps talking about how wonderful this is. And I'm hoping that it changes how I feel about the first Dune.
Because you are, like, we talked about how the Dune franchise, unlike Star Wars, which is really for the masses. Star Wars is for everybody. Dune is not. Dune's not going to be for everyone. And you were one of the people that the first one didn't really work for.
Not everyone can be of the Dunedaine.
They can't be of the Dunedaine.
We were talking about this earlier.
I hate it so much. Well, and for me, I know I've said it on here before, it was boring Tremors. Because I had an expectation, and that's on me, but it was just, this is the sci-fi epic all of you guys keep shitting yourselves over? What? So I'm hoping that connecting the two is going to...
I wouldn't say I did that, but...
make me happy. Well,
but I am of the Dunedaine. So.
I'm still going to put it in the 80s. I initially said 80. I think it's still going to be in the 80s. I think I would need to see, I mean, it's great that the IMAX screens are selling out, and it's great that the Dolby Primes are selling out, but to get over that 100 million, I need to see more tickets getting sold for the regular theaters. And
Sure, that's fair.
we're just not seeing a lot of those. So if it's going to really be limited to the IMAX and the specialty screens, which, by the way, if you've got an option and you're going to see Dune 2 tonight, see it in Dolby Prime or see it in IMAX. Try to see it in one of those premium screens if you can. But if not, by all means, go to one of the regular theaters. But that's why I think it's still going to come in around 80. I hope I'm wrong. This movie deserves like $120, $130 million opening, but I think they would be very, very happy, and they should be very happy if it comes in at around $80 million.
What I really want to know is how much money has AMC made off of the buckets?
Well, they're sold out.
I'm glad you brought that up. So Ann and I go into AMC last night to watch Dune 2 again at one of the earlier first screenings.
Mm-hmm.
They were already gone. On the Thursday night preview night, all the buckets were already gone.
Damn.
Because I determined I'm going to buy one. I'm going to get one because, I mean, it's a talking piece if nothing else. And
You can
I
flip
looked
that on
around
eBay.
and they weren't anywhere. And I asked the kid at the counter, I was like, do you guys, like, do you have to ask for them specifically? That you're just not putting them up front?
They're in a special section.
And they're like, oh no, like they sold
They're
out.
behind a
in the first.
curtain.
Yeah. They, between the preview and tonight, like they said, we sold out like within 2 hours.
We
They
might
were
have
gone.
made a mistake by not getting it.
Yeah, I think I did. Now, you know they're going to reload. They got to reload.
Phrasing.
Maybe.
They have to. I mean,
Because I know
AMC is money strapped. This is free money.
I said that about the bar. You know, they had the Barbie like a popcorn thing because the AMC actually has a website where you could go on after and get previous popcorn buckets.
Really?
And it'll say, yeah, they have a merchandise.
I did not know that.
They actually have shirts with Nicole Kidman's speech on it. It's great. They're like,
Why is that picture up right now?
Jurassic City.
Jurassic City.
I just figure it's a talking point.
We still talk about Jurassic City.
we'll hope they reload. We'll see.
But here's the thing. I don't think I'd want to. Like, I would like to have
Like it's
one of those buckets and say, I actually got this
Yeah.
at the movie. Like, I don't want to
Yeah.
order it after. It's like ordering a
Yeah,
concert tour shirt off of the website instead of being actually there.
Right.
I don't know. That's just me. Hey, guys, we want to take a second to thank a sponsor of today's video, The Perfect Jean. Guys, are you tired of the rough and rigid jeans crushing your boys? Well, today's sponsor, The Perfect Jean, finally solved all of your denim difficulties. They make great-looking, perfect-fitting jeans that are as comfortable as sweatpants. The secret? A special denim fabric that is super soft and has the perfect amount of stretch so you can squat, do yoga, or just sit around all day without ever having to take them off. I'm going to admit I was a little bit skeptical because to me, jeans have always been jeans. They're practical, but not always the most comfortable. But I'm telling you guys, it's not an exaggeration. Once I put on these jeans, the Perfect Jean redefined what jeans can be to me. They're the perfect fit, they stretch, they breathe, and again, they're just insanely comfortable. So guys, it's finally time to stop crushing your balls in uncomfortable jeans by going to theperfectjean.nyc/Campea15. Our listeners get 15% off your first order plus free shipping, free returns and free exchanges when you use code Campea15 at checkout. Again, that's 15% off for new customers at theperfectjean.nyc/Campea15 and use the code Campea15. After you purchase, they'll ask you where you heard about them. Please support the John Campea Show and tell them we sent you. Question
People
is for
are
you
already putting
guys.
them on eBay.
How much is Dune 2 going to make on this opening weekend? I'm going to stick in the 80s. I said that from the beginning. I'm going to stick there. I hope Rob is right, and I hope Chris is right about the whole $100 million mark. That would be great, but we'll just have to wait and see. Whatever you guys think, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show Podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.